So recently I've had a lot of clients ask me about how we have amazingly productive team meetings. So I want to share with you some of the things that I not only share with our clients, but we use inside our meetings internally. And this video is going to be all about how do you make sure your team is focused and present in the meeting instead of being absent and thinking about things other places. Hi, I'm Jason Everett, one of the trainers down here at Business Refuel, and the second I mention the word meetings, you probably think back to all those horrible meetings you've been forced to sit through, or worse yet, maybe you were running a meeting and everybody was checked out on their Facebook page or replying to email while you were trying to deliver some what you thought was amazing content. So how do you make sure that you get everybody present and focused in the meeting? Well, that's what this video is all about. Face it, we've all been in those meetings where for the first 15 minutes, everyone else is somewhere else. So how do you get them to all be present? Well, I'm going to share with you a technique that I used at an event in Chicago, and I use it every single day in my business life. I was at this event in Chicago. We did a training for about 600 people, and we had just the 10 owners that had joined us after the meeting. And what we did was this exercise to get everybody present, focused on what was going on so we could get to the meat of the meeting and then proceed forward. And the exercise is called What I Feel Like Saying. This is actually borrowed from the book Little Voice Mastery by Blair Singer. And the way it works is you start out by saying, so-and-so, XYZ, what do you feel like saying? And they say, thank you, Jason. What I feel like saying is, and they say whatever's on their mind. And when they're finished, they finish by saying, and that's what I feel like saying. So stay with me on this. The reason for doing this is you allow them to say anything that's going on their mind because they're already thinking about it anyway, and when they say it out loud in the meeting, it allows them to get focused and get present. The other thing it allows you to do as a facilitator is as you're walking around the room, you get to kind of take a temperature gauge of where everybody in the meeting is at. If they're all checked out, still thinking about the weekend, and you're trying to talk about some new sales agenda or some new project that you're working on, but they're still focused on what they did last weekend, it kind of gives you an idea of where you need to go in order to get the meeting focused in the direction that you want. Now, really the only rule that's important about the what I feel like saying exercise is that while somebody's saying what I feel like saying and whatever they feel like saying after that, is you can't comment, judge, criticize, or make any statement about what they felt like saying. It's kind of like a safe zone. It's a get out of jail free card. Now, it doesn't mean you get to say whatever you want about your boss that's negative. It just means it's your opportunity to allow them to vent, get it out off their chest, and then once it's done, it's done. And you keep moving around the room with what I feel like saying until you get back to the beginning. Now, what most people say to me as soon as I tell them that is they go, well, Jason, that sounds like it's going to take up a lot of time. Well, in most cases, it takes anywhere between 2 to 5 minutes, depending on how many people are in the meeting. And again, like I mentioned, most people are checked out for the first 15 minutes of a meeting anyway. So if you're using 2 to 5 minutes to get everybody focused, probably one of the best uses of the time that you can have. So in this video series, we're going to be talking more about how to have amazing meetings, and I'd like to know from you, what are some of the things that you've had, that you've done in meetings that worked out extremely well, or what are some of your favorite meetings that you participated in? So please write those in the comment section below and watch the rest of this video series so we can learn together more about how to have some awesome meetings for yourself and for the company. So that's it for me, Jason Everett. If you liked this video and videos like this, you can find it at facebook.com/businessrefuel and also at youtube.com/businessrefuel, and you can subscribe to our channel there. Until then, have an absolutely fantastic week, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care.